Hello, welcome to another edition of the Sharpshooters. We are back in full force for the first time in weeks. I am, as always, one of your hosts, Danny. We got Juicebox to my left, and we have Matt returning to our right. Hope you had a nice little vacay.
I'm sure you guys didn't miss me.
I very much did, actually. I was stuck with him this whole time.
Hey now.
Before we get started, just a quick announcement. We are sorry for a quick change to the program. Last week we said we were going to be doing our Arcane tournament this week. Unfortunately, the follower that requested it will not be joining us tonight because he will be at a live game, so he will not be able to join us. So we are going to push it off to next week since he requested it. We figured it's only fair that he's the one who gets to see it as well. So that will be next week, but no worries. We were able to do a quick audible and still give you a nice, fun show tonight, so we hope you enjoy it. Plus, we got to catch Matt up. He's been gone for weeks. So it's gonna be a nice show. I hope you guys are ready for it. So let's get started with your return and a trivia question. That would be
Mine. Oh. I feel like it's been forever.
It's been a bit. Weren't you were the Rey Mysterio question, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I think that was your only question.
I think that was my only question.
Hold on. So we got the Melting Pat saying that Mac is back to carry the streak.
I feel like Hulk Hogan was champ when I left. Not sure if he still is. No spoilers though.
No, but he did. There's a whole thing with Hogan you missed. Hogan's with us now on the show. He's a friend of the show.
Oh,
I don't believe it. You should mention that. That was a lot.
Yeah. Well, first let's wrap up our trivia.
That's fair.
Let's get our trivia segment going.
Okay. This wrestler later became known as the Giant Killer by defeating large opponents such as Kevin Nash, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Scott Norton.
Alright, so that's a WCW wrestler.
I'm not gonna, unless I get lucky.
Kevin Nash, Bam Bam Bigelow, Scott Norton, the Giant Killer.
It was actually... It wasn't Scott Norton.
I don't remember. Scott Hall?
Was it Scott Norton?
I don't remember.
No, it was Scott Norton.
No, Scott Norton would be a bigger person.
Was Bam Bam in WCW?
How do you know Hogan is lying? His lips are moving. The Melting Pat. I agree with
That's
that.
true.
Thank you.
That's very true. I never thought Bam Bam was in WCW.
Yeah, Bam Bam was in WCW. Damn. Shit, on his return, he's gonna stump us. That sucks. I am doing terrible in trivia. Kevin Nash, Scott Hall. Or Scott Norton.
Do we got a time limit on this, or?
No.
Yeah, whenever I say. All right.
Hornswoggle. Why?
Why? That's a good guess.
Why?
Oh man, that's that. You know what the problem is now.
I'm just gonna make a guess and just say Billy Kidman.
That's a good guess.
I have no idea. I never watched WCW during that time.
I'm just gonna say the Rey Mysterio again.
The answer is Rey Mysterio Jr.
Did you say Ray?
Yes.
You did. Okay.
Well done.
You know what it was? I know
Well
he beat
done.
Kevin Nash, and I knew he beat Orton. I didn't think he beat Bam Bam, so that's why I didn't say him at the like. That was the first person I was gonna say when you said Kevin Nash, and then you said Bam Bam. I was like, oh no, that wasn't Rey Mysterio, and that took me a while. Yes.
Dang.
Thank
Guess
you.
I went to the well one too many times.
Thank you. That's hilarious.
All of his answers are gonna be Ray Mysterio.
We got the trivia
Caught
now.
on too quick. What is
The best
this?
in the world, Shane McMahon.
I was
That's
actually
me being
hoping
good.
to run that for a month. but
Ooh.
Since you got it now, I don't know.
Yeah, change it. I think by next week we would have realized your first. Well, the next time technically. All right.
Before we move on, though, just want to give a quick shout out to all of our new followers here on the channel. Thank you so much for anyone tuning in, anyone that did follow us over the last week. Last week we were at about 43-ish followers, and we're now at 61. So thank you to all the support. Thank you to everyone out there that's here watching tonight. We hit our goal of 50, and now we're
above that goal now.
Onward and upward. We're gonna change that goal. With time, we're gonna make it something higher, obviously, not lower. That's how it works.
Triple digits.
Yeah, get paid, boys. That's what we're looking to get paid, but we're looking to support you guys and give you more content, more ways to interact with us in chat. as we're hanging out. So yeah, again, thank you so much, and thank you for following me last week. Hey, of course. And that was the thing too. When we were getting all the support, I looked through our list and I was like, I don't think we're following any of these people. So I followed them back too, just to give some support and some love here on Twitch because that's what we're all looking for. So again, thank you all for being here, and tell all your friends. Call your friends right now. Tell them what's going on. Tell your mamas. Your mamas.
You can text too.
Your baby's mamas. No, call them. No texting.
I don't know about baby's mamas.
Call them. Get right to them.
I don't
So
think
thank
baby's
you.
mamas. No baby's mamas. All right. Well, next we are doing in honor of the Judgment Day last week.
In honor.
Well, technically in honor because that's why we're doing it. In honor of the Judgment Day last week, winning the tag team titles and having every member of their faction wearing gold, what we decided to do was take a look at WWE factions where every member has won gold at some point and rank them depending on how we feel they did with that time, of all them holding the gold. And it's specifically the time of them holding the gold, not them overall as a faction, because that would obviously change a lot of things. So we're just talking about the time period that they were holding the gold, and that's it. So we each ranked them. We haven't seen each other's ranking. We sent to our producer who put them together, and he's about to put them on the screen. So we're all going to see them for the first time along with you guys. So let's see. The melting pat already says,
The evolution is a mystery.
That was good. That was good.
For the change no one sees.
No.
Okay.
That's it.
I can keep going.
I didn't know those were the words.
Those are. For sure.
And
Nailed it.
Let's do it.
Everyone loved Evolution.
There it is.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, evolution.
Whoa. Okay, wait a minute.
Matt.
Wow.
They did
Ooh.
The flip was wrong. Undisputed should be
Which one
third.
was it? Oh, okay. Hold on.
Oh, third.
Oh, he's flipped undisputed and...
Shield is.
Hold on, we're going to do
Alright,
a quick edit,
we're
but
gonna
while
make
we're
a
doing
fix.
that, I'm looking at me and juice boxes while that's happening. So...
Wow, you actually went Bloodline 6
Wow.
with me.
Well, no,
Yes.
that was very obvious to me.
Yes.
I'm surprised you put Hurt Business higher. I'm
Higher.
sorry, I mean Judgment Day higher. I'm surprised you put Judgment Day
We're
higher.
fifth.
That's what I meant.
Perfect.
All right, so we're good now.
Interesting.
So this lines up. So let's see.
This is what you wanted? That's yours now?
That's it.
All right.
Wow, you got Bloodline at 2, Matt. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think
this.
Matt understood the
So,
rules.
anybody watching in the chat, let us know what you think about these lists. Let us know who you think got it most right, who you agree with, if you think anybody should be elsewhere. I guess let's start with Evolution being a number 1. I mean, why did you guys go 1 with him? What was your reason?
You want to go first?
It was a lot of things. The members all were big time players, and they held all the major titles. They had the tag team, the IC, and the heavyweight championship. So that put them kind of over the top for me.
I think also they all held them for a while, even if it was just like a month or whatever. They held them for a while,
Yeah.
and it was on the main roster, which was big.
Mm-hmm.
That was my big difference between them and Undisputed Era,
Mhm.
because if Undisputed Era, if Evolution was on the main roster, Undisputed Era would have been my number 1, because they held them for such, I feel like almost the longest out of all the groups, just like together. But Evolution just did on the main roster, and like you said, the members Randy Orton, Batista, Flair, like you can't really compare those to O'Reilly and Fish. I mean,
Don't forget Papa
I love
H.
O'Reilly.
You didn't mention Papa H.
Melting Pat, surprisingly, they did not. We thought the same thing. We were looking at it, and they at least did anything we found. Maybe they did and we missed it.
Yeah, if you know of a time frame or a window, let us know.
Please.
There's probably others that we may have not put on here. We kept it kind of contained on purpose.
This is
based
kind of
on-
what WWE put out, so we just kind of took what they said and ran with it. We all know that sometimes they fudge the facts.
we all know we can trust what WWE says. So,
But we just ran with what they put out. So these were the 6 that they said, I guess, because they were kind of also more recent.
well, if it helps, so I did some research last night, and I did the math on how long each of these groups, when they had all
course
the
you did.
belts, they had the belts.
Of course you did.
I mean, of course I did.
No.
This is stuff we
Not as a bad thing. I'm like, that's
Yeah,
awesome. Of course you did.
This is the stuff we need to know to
I agree.
justify the ranking. So, Evolution only had a 2-month period
I said it.
where they had all the belts.
I said it.
Others may have held them, but when all 4 had it, it was only for 2 months. And what was important for me was that they all won them on the same night.
Armageddon.
All won them on the same night. And the reason I put them at number 1 is that I think it accomplished the job of getting Batista and Orton more over by putting Batista with Flair and giving Orton that title. So it accomplished something, getting people over. So that was what factored it in for me, at least.
I'm gonna pause real quick. Melting Pat, yes, I think the light heavyweight championship was later. When he was with DX, it was more the European championship he was going after. So I think that's why it was all separate times too.
Thank you, Killer Tomato. He did
I did not mean it as an insult.
He did. Insulting me in my brain.
But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But that Armageddon night was epic. I remember that. That was one of the coolest pay-per-views. Them all just winning at the end, toasting it. That was so dope.
And then Undisputed Era, even though they held the belts for what felt like years, there was only a 4-month window.
Okay.
Where all 4 had it.
Yeah, 4
when
months.
The prophecy was fulfilled.
Because I feel like 3 of them had it, and then Roderick Strong got his later on.
Yeah, he was the one that kind of defined the 4-month beginning and ending. So.
It's a good thing Mark Jindrak got kicked out of Evolution. Would have dragged them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I hated Jindrak.
I like Jindrak. I didn't know him from WCW.
Oh, okay.
So I only knew him from when he came in with the Invasion, and I liked his kind of look and vibe.
I would have rather them take O'Hare. O'Hare I thought was dope.
Maybe I'm thinking of O'Hare.
Sean O'Hare. That's the one who was with Rowdy Piper.
Was he the more intense one?
Yeah. That was the Bible guy at one point, and then he was with Roddy Piper later. Mark Jindrak was taller and blonde.
Garrison Cade, whatever.
No.
Right. Either way, so what made you put Bloodline above Undisputed?
Main roster, really. If Undisputed Era was on the main roster, I would have had them up there. But I had to.
You take it.
It's they had the heavyweight title. They had the tag titles. I guess Solo really didn't have a title. So, or did he?
Yeah, Solo had the title for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they went dead last week is Solo didn't even defend the title. I think he had to give it up right away.
Well, that and also I'm being a stickler here, but Sammy never had a belt. I'm being a stickler, but that was a big reason for me to put him at the bottom. Everyone didn't have a title. I thought they missed the boat with giving him the 24/7 title. It would have been the funniest shit when they were doing the whole thing, make it mean something. I thought they messed up there, so that's why I put Bloodline at the end.
I didn't take Sammy into account. I did it strictly on the shortest reign. I think had to be them with 7 days or whatever the reign for Solo was. So that's the only reason I put him last.
And it was close too because Hurt Business was only 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. They only all had the belts for 2 weeks. Tag champs, they lost them really quick.
Interesting.
I would have put them last.
I definitely would have put him lower then if I had known that.
Yeah, Sammy could have used being 24/7 champion to call out Solo at least. Yeah, but at that point he was being Uzi, so he wasn't really gonna mess with Solo or anything like that.
Yeah, he likes Solo. I think him and Solo were close.
Yeah. And then
I put Hurt Business third just because I thought they were longer with it, to be honest with you, and just Lashley was a really dominant world heavyweight champion compared to the Shield with no heavyweight champion and Judgment Day, where really they're dropping the boat with Rhea, and I've said that a few weeks in a row now, so it's been upsetting me.
Well, I said it last week. I don't know if you probably didn't watch the video, which is on our YouTube on demand. You should check it out, all of our past streams. But I did mention that I feel like at this point, Judgment Day is basically just being the Raw version of the Bloodline, where Rhea is being the Paul Heyman kind of figure running things when you don't think it's supposed to be Rhea, but it's her. Just the whole vibe of everything. But
I disagree.
Yeah. So
last week we disagreed on a few things. It was interesting.
Well, I also came in pretty hot over the CM Punk stuff.
Well, we didn't disagree on that. Well, we had a little bit.
That was a whole different story. But we're good vibes today.
Yeah.
We've suppressed the CM Punk chatter for now.
But Shield number 3 for you then.
Yeah, I had him at 3. You guys both had him at 4. I feel like we're both kind of just in that same area with them. It was good, but they
never had the major title either.
Never had the major title,
yeah.
And Ambrose was one of those not defending U.S. champions. I know it's not his fault. That's how they wrote it, but he didn't defend that title a lot, and he got called out for it towards the end of it.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of hurt them for me, and that's what put them below Hurt Business.
Yeah, I think it helped to establish all 3 of them. I wasn't watching during that time, but I did look it up. I mean, they all won on the same night, just like Evolution. And out of everybody on this list, their like reign was the longest at 5 months.
Yeah.
So that's crazy to think about it. All these like it's crazy like you think about them, but like most of them only went like a few months, nothing crazy long. But
It's interesting why they don't just let. I mean, I guess you just run out of competitors after a certain point if you have 4 guys defeating the entire roster over and over and over.
I always felt like most sweet spots are like 3 months, 4 months for a reign.
No, that's true.
That's just me, at least.
Then Judgment Day, you had a 4, I had a 5, Matt had it 6.
We call that the Dominic Mysterio factor.
That's fair.
I mean,
people seem to like him now. I won't jump on that.
I've been liking him. I've been on that bandwagon a long time ago. I mean, I was showing producer the other day. Literally, the guy can't even talk. He gets drowned. Like, who else gets that kind of reaction? He gets drowned out by the crowd.
It's the WWE soundboard people.
It's not.
They're piping in the noise.
Stop it.
They are piping
everywhere
that shit
he
in.
goes. Literally, you can't hear him
how
on a
come
microphone.
they never show the crowd? They never show the crowd reacting, like doing the boos. I never see the crowd doing the boos.
Yeah.
They keep it.
House gets a better.
They
reaction.
keep it tight in on Dom with the lights black and dark purple. You
Yo,
can't see
Melty
shit.
Pat literally just said that. Yo, what? Melty Pat and Matt, they
No,
have a
it's
connection.
It's the melting Matt.
The Melty Matt.
No, you're melting Pat. No, I'm just saying. Listen, it's piped in. I can't believe anything WWE puts on TV anymore.
That's
with the
also
crowd
fair.
reactions.
We just said how WWE just does
like
that.
it's just like, all right, hit the boo button, boo. Hit
I
the
just-
cheer button, yay.
I feel like it's hard for them to get, like, Finn Balor and Damian Priest aren't good actors. Like, you can't tell me they're pretending to hear that crowd noise like that. That's like,
yes,
but,
they did.
they're not that good actors.
They did
though.
the Thunderdome for like a year and a half. They know what the fuck they're doing to hide this shit.
They should bring the Thunderdome back. Actually,
Shut the fans up. Yeah. They learned how to control the product they put on TV and let people see what they want them to see. So sorry, I'll take my tinfoil hat off, I guess, but I feel like, you know,
I guess I just want to believe.
They're booing him.
I want to believe.
It's just not that loud. I'm sorry.
I want to believe it.
maybe we should go see what it's like.
They were just at Nassau Coliseum this past Saturday, and who went out of the three of us? None of us.
Whoops.
None. Tells you all you need to know. Thank you, Square Spectrum.
I was about to say, yes,
For the
thank you. That's a lot on this guy right here doing a lot of the elbow grease this past week.
It's on all of you that came on to support
Well,
and
that
follow
as well,
us.
yes.
I appreciate it. You didn't have to do anything.
Do anything.
Any closing thoughts on our list? Anybody feel like anybody really messed up?
I think
the bloodline. That's the only one.
Two's.
I didn't factor in Sammy, and
I didn't factor in Sammy either. I
no, I was
factored in just
kinda-
Solo.
I don't know. I was kind of just really weighing in the major titles if they had it or not.
That's
I
fair,
get the Hurt Business is kind of against that, but I feel like that was a pandemic error, right or no?
Yeah, it was.
So
it was during the
didn't really count for
Thunderdome.
me.
Yeah, and it was still short lived. It was 2 weeks where they just
Yeah.
did it for like the moment. You know?
Yeah.
So
Just so they could snap that picture of Shelton Benjamin and be like, "Here, Shelton, we did something for you."
yeah, and think about it.
And
What
then they took
Hey,
it.
they gave him the IC belt.
I know Shelton.
He was the gold standard for a little while,
I know
right?
Shelton's had a long career, but like
I know.
Shelton and Cedric got nothing out of that.
I'm just saying they always shit
They
on
really,
Shelton.
they really do. It's so sad. And he's I like Shelton so much.
No, I wasn't even knocking him.
No, I know.
talking
I
about,
agree
like,
with you
book
though. It's so ridiculous. All right, next I'm going to our 5 questions, and I think we already got a name, unfortunately.
No. Well, let's give it a chance here. So first off, so we
You
can
can
get
go
the
Hornswoggle.
we can get the factions off the screen.
That's how
now.
we've been doing it. Whatever
You know,
name pops up first.
Moving on from that, so we'll leave it open for a minute if anybody would like to give us a name, any wrestler at all they'd like to
Or was Hogan
see
the
us
first name?
answer
No,
5 questions
yeah.
about any wrestler.
Hogan's line. His
The
lips are
5
moving.
questions,
Oh, yeah.
we have them here on the dry board,
Oh, no.
and we will answer them. So by all means, we'll give you guys a few seconds to give us a name. Otherwise, we'll just pick one that we had in chat earlier. Do we really want to go with the first one, or there's other names we can go with? But
Well, can you scroll up really quick, producer? I want to see who technically what the first one was. 'Cause he said
I think the
It
first
was-
someone
one was
else
Hogan.
might have been the first
it
one.
was Hornswoggle.
I think it
It
was
was,
Hogan.
right?
I think it was Hogan.
I mean,
I thought Hogan was after. I'd rather do X-Pac than Hornswoggle.
we'll just go
personally.
away. You just go up. We can see what we got here.
Shane
Again, we're
McMahon.
looking for a name for
Oh no,
our
yeah,
5
Hogan
questions
was
weekly.
technically the first one.
If anybody has any,
No, Matt's on point tonight. He took a vacation.
if anybody has any questions, please let us know. Well, any questions, any wrestler names?
You can scroll back down.
I
Thank
think
you.
Okay.
Christian.
Mrs. Melting. There we go. Mrs.
Christian.
Melting Pat says Christian.
I like Christian.
Perfect.
That's a good one. Thank
All
you.
right. So now we will take
Why do you
Christian.
say Mrs.? It's the melting.
He wrote.
Oh, ha ha ha.
Mrs. Melting Pat says Christian. Thank you, Mrs. Melting Pat. We appreciate your name, and thank you, Mr. the Melting
Put
Pat.
respect on the name.
We hope Baby Melting Pat is doing well on
Yes.
this fine evening, and we are here to answer the questions. So the first question we have about Christian: do you like them?
Yes. Right now, I love what he's doing. I think it's fantastic. I can't believe what he gets away with saying. It's disrespectful on a whole different level.
Christian,
And also, we said it before, I do have dad issues. So, like, it hits me in a certain spot. He's so rude.
Christian wants to know how your dads are doing.
I don't have any. So,
Matt,
you know,
how do you feel about Christian? Do you like them?
You know,
I would be a perfect Christian victim. I'm
I
sorry.
was never an Edge and Christian fan
Really?
during their run. Not really.
Interesting.
I don't know. Just never got into them. But
Was it both of them or just Christian?
Mainly Christian. Like even with like the Brood, I wasn't a big Christian fan. Then they broke off. And then when he came to AEW, I wasn't really a fan. But he's turning me now. This current run he's on it's been interesting. I like how he's always got the belts.
And the turtleneck.
I like the little turtle.
Like-
I
Yeah,
love the
yeah.
turtleneck. It's so funny.
So I guess my
Oh.
short answer is yes.
Oh,
Swerve.
oh, flipped it.
All right.
He didn't read it yet,
Well-
so can he get the points back?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Under review. Points are under review.
Let us know, Melting Pat.
Wow, I did not expect.
Let us
a
know,
yes there at
House
the end.
Melting
Sorry.
Pat.
It's just more points to gain later.
All right. And then Christian, do I like them? Yes, I think Christian is awesome. No notes, no complaints. He's one of the good ones.
Reeking of awesomeness.
Awesome. Yeah. Favorite match of Christian's? I mean, the lack of Edge fandom is a big minus. Dang. Dang. All right. Well, for now we're talking about Christian, so
Yeah, just focus on
keep it
Christian.
there. But hey, listen, they're on their points schedule, not ours. So
I think our favorite match is going to be the same.
yeah, favorite match of Christian's. What do we got?
Do you have one?
You guys go first.
I'm going to say the Randy Orton Extreme Rules match for me. That was almost on like our best of list of like all time. So that match was fantastic. And that honestly was one of the ones I was like, oh man, WWE is really going to let Christian be like a top player for a while with this. So that was great.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say the Randy Orton one. I mean, it's probably my recency bias coming out, but I really loved his match with Darby on Collision a few weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
So for now, I'll stick with that. I'm sure there's stuff I'm not thinking of. Like I loved his little WrestleMania 18 when he had the goggles that went all the way up, and I think he fought Regal for a while.
Yeah, that was dope.
Like I like that, that stuff a lot. But yeah, I'll go with the Darby stuff for now, just because it's more recent in my head. And then anything pop to mind?
I guess I'll just go with the triple threat tag team match. TLC.
The TLC. All
Sure.
right. You got TLC on the board. That's fair. No, it's
I mean,
it's a good match.
can't
Nothing
go
wrong
wrong
with
with that.
it. Yeah. Next question. Best move from Christian.
I hate the Unprettier.
Wow.
I'm so I just hate it as a move. I think
Hot
it just
take.
doesn't make sense.
Is that the electric chair drop thing?
No, that's the
Oh,
one
that's
where you
the
go
third.
upside down, like you
hook
like
his arms.
and then
Oh,
turn
yeah,
him.
yeah,
and
it's,
then
all,
fall.
it's awkward.
It's so
awkward.
stupid. It
I
doesn't
love-
make sense.
I
Like in
love
real-
the
It doesn't make
Unprettier.
sense.
But like in real life, it would never work.
It would never happen.
Like everyone would break out of that 100 times out of 100.
Like,
It's not even like there's no way you can hold someone. What?
Y'all are forgetting we watch wrestling, man.
I know.
I mean,
But that's the problem. That's the problem when there's a
Let me-
move like that that's so awkward
me-
that you can't even suspend disbelief for it.
Oh.
Like I don't like it.
Well, then let me show you any Lucha Libre match, and we'll
That's
just
not the same.
completely explode your brain.
It's not the same. I've watched Lucha Libre.
Wow. Okay, so not the Unprettier then.
So not the Unprettier, which is a problem because I don't know what other move I'd like if it is.
I like the headlock.
No, I like his the reverse DDT he does.
Oh,
that's fair. Yeah,
Just like
he
a
does do
reverse,
that.
like, not a scorpion death drop, but like he'll land on his stomach and their opponent lands on their back. Someone hit the Unprettier right now and showed it. I would
show
try.
me how I can't get
I
out
would
of it.
try, but he would get out of it because
Easily.
wrestling is not real. I guess.
Easily.
Whatever. All right. So is everyone just taking my move? Or
Yeah, I'm just gonna take your move.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick with that one.
I'm sticking with the headlock.
All right. Have you? Then the next question we have
Dream
is
match.
my favorite one, the dream match. So, what is your dream match for Christian?
Did he ever fight Edge?
I was gonna say I don't think he ever fought Edge, right?
No, I'm sure they fought.
Oh no, maybe they fought earlier for the IC stuff.
Yeah.
Probably when they were younger. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they fought.
I don't know, but I
Hey,
think
they
I'd
had that
rather
whole-
see
they had
like
that whole thing. Actually, now I think about
Yeah.
it.
I'd rather see like a world heavyweight, like when they were real stars, like superstars, heavyweight contention. I think I'd want to see Edge versus Christian, like in their prime.
So that's your dream match, just prime Edge, prime Christian.
I think so.
All right, I guess I'll allow it.
I'm trying to think of like I don't know who I'd want to see against Christian so bad. That's the thing.
If you're here in the chat and you have a dream match of Christian's, let us know. It could be a match that he's never had before. Could be, again, anybody living, dead, whatever you want. What's your dream match for Christian? So you're going with Edge versus Christian.
I don't know. I'm just
Genius.
thinking out loud.
Genius.
All right. Well,
Rude, just rude guy.
well,
So can I go?
I was
With,
just
can I go
thinking
with
that.
Christian and Jungle Dork then?
sure.
No, I don't want.
What is this? Anybody in the world?
Yeah, exactly. Who? Go ahead. Start us off.
Okay, fine. I want Christian versus David Benoit, the one father figure he can never go after.
Yeah, that's so much better than ours. You dark bastard.
Edge versus Christian already happened. Edge versus
Great.
Jungle Boy
I
already
was
happened.
joking about the joke.
Yeah, obviously.
Think about it. Edge versus David
David Benoit is ridiculous. Like, what? That's your dream match? Christian versus David Benoit?
Well, I'll keep thinking.
Only for the promos?
No, not just for the promo.
That's the only reason. David Benoit's not like a great wrestler right now.
Have you ever seen him wrestle?
Have you ever heard of him having a great match?
Have you ever seen him wrestle?
No. Have you ever heard? Because I've never heard of a good match I have to watch.
Wow.
There you go. There's another hot
Either
take.
way.
Things are full.
Get out of here.
all
I'm
right,
telling you,
so,
we
so let's see.
you can't leave again. This is what happened.
Still happening.
I'm off the rails. Yeah.
Next
right, no,
week you're
all
sitting
right.
in between.
All right, so I'll reel it back in. I'll actually legit think about
No, I'm
this.
trying to
So,
legit think of someone.
Christian dream matches. Who you guys got in the chat? Let us know. I was gonna say Hornswoggle, but Google says it happened. That was probably during ECW.
God, that definitely happened, and that's
Can you
sad.
Square Spectrum? Can you confirm that on Google if it was during the ECW days? I'm pretty sure it was. All right. Let's see. Hornswoggle
Christian?
and Christian. Let's see. Now let's really think about this.
He's fought
Bro,
a lot
this
of
is a
people.
hard one.
He's fought a lot of people. So it's
That's what I'm saying.
like,
Like,
you almost
there's
have to
not
you almost have to jump into like
the time machine.
Kenny Omega. No, like people
Looks
that
like it
were
was
in like
No, he
Japan or
fought Kenny
something.
Omega.
When did he fight Kenny?
Bro, he
On
won the
Rampage.
the
first episode of
title.
Rampage.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, he won the title off Kenny Omega.
Looks like it was Raw.
Well, that's Big Show.
Yeah. That's big shit. that's not Christian.
Square Spectrum said it was on
Yeah,
Raw.
Square
There you
just
go.
said wrong.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump into the time machine, I guess. Christian versus Bret Hart, maybe.
Okay. Yeah,
You hate Bret Hart.
oops,
I'm thinking of a
oops.
Canada thing, like a big Canada match.
I found Christian versus Owen Hart.
That's actually better. I like that one better than Bret Hart.
Okay.
And he fought Hornswoggle actually on SmackDown. So we're waiting for the third who's to say no, it was ECW. That's coming next.
It probably was. You know what? Okay.
I can see SmackDown.
I'm gonna move this along. I want to go with Christian versus Piper.
That'd be a good promo. Yeah.
Yeah, not even for the promo, for the match itself. Though.
No,
I
I'm
think they can have
saying
a fun
I'm
match.
thinking of like other stuff too.
I know they're both good as heels, but I would have Christian as babyface there. Obviously against the heel Piper. I don't know. Actually, you know what? No, other way around. Piper would be face probably. I think Piper's a face.
Well,
guy.
Piper is more like a tweener even when he's a face. So
Yeah, he can still beat
Yeah,
Piper. I'm just saying. I
exactly.
think Christian as a heel would be more fun there with Piper being baby.
for sure. How many have we done of these? How many have we given Matt?
Yeah. So all right. So we have
We're just gonna bum rush you right now.
So, all right, so we have to backtrack a little bit.
Good
Is what I'm
you
doing.
want me to do everyone that I've
Right.
missed?
So
now.
you've only missed 3. So we're gonna.
It's not a lot.
So dream matches for Eugene.
That was the guy that was mentally ill, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So what is your dream match for Eugene?
Kane in a coffin match.
Wow.
casket match. Sorry.
Okay, we're doing stipulations here.
Yep.
Yeah, I did stipulation for one, didn't I?
I don't think so.
Oh, damn. Now I gotta do stipulations.
Okay, Goldust.
Stardust at WrestleMania.
Even though I think that happened, but okay.
That didn't happen.
Not
Did it
at
happen
Mania.
at No, it didn't happen at Mania, but they did face
Oh.
each other.
And Eugene vs. Kane probably happened.
In a casket match?
No,
I think
casket
an
match.
Inferno match would be better, actually.
Okay,
Oh my
doing
God.
Inferno? Okay. Who's winning? Who you putting over?
Kane's gonna light his
Not
ass
that it's
on fire.
important. That's right. Kane.
Oh, is it so bad? Oh, I can't even say it.
All right, and then the last one. I don't think he's gonna. I mean, I don't even think he knows who it is.
Who?
Abyss, because he didn't really watch TNA.
Do you know Abyss? He was like almost like a Kane ripoff from TNA. No.
All right. Well,
So he's like the green ninja in Mortal Kombat.
sure. So who's
Yes.
who's your dream?
Hold on,
who's
wait.
your,
Let me show you a
Abyss?
picture of him, and then you
Yeah.
can tell me who your dream match
I'm gonna
is
say
for Abyss.
Luchasaurus
Oh, he said it is.
That'll work. That's fine.
All
in
right.
a Hurricanrana off.
That doesn't even make sense.
I'm not adding that stipulation.
That's not even a real. What are you, WCW?
All right,
That's
Christian
Abyss.
versus.
Oh, he kind of looks like a fat Mankind, and Mankind was already fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
A taller version of Mankind.
All right. So who did you say for Christian?
Bret Hart, and then he said Owen Hart.
Okay.
All right, and last but not least, have you seen them live? Yes, I have. One of the past few AEW shows we've been to. I forgot what.
I think at a Grand Slam.
Yeah.
He fought.
So I will change my answer to yes.
Yeah, I think he was in that first
I
I
don't
think
remember.
he was. Maybe I'm misremembering. I thought he was. Either
I
way,
thought he was in the last one.
either way, even if he wasn't on AEW, I've seen him in WWE. I've seen him in Ring of Honor. I saw him at Sports Plus.
Oh, dope.
He teamed up with I think Colt Cabana and fought
Oh,
Christopher Daniels and Jimmy Rave, I think, or Adam Pearce. Yeah, way back in Ring of Honor days at Sports Plus with like 400 people.
that's crazy.
But
Nice.
yeah.
All right. Thank you for Christian. That was a really good one, and that stumped us for the dream match for a while. That's the first time that's happened, so that's awesome.
It's the first
Keep
time
them
we-
coming.
it's the first time we actually got like a really good like wrestler
Yeah.
to talk about.
Well, also, yeah, he's wrestled so many people. It's really hard to get a dream match when you're around that long.
No
Still
offense
going.
to Goldust and Abyss, but
Next, producer, say something nice. Who we got for this week?
these have been really hard lately.
I
man.
know the last few have been bad for John.
It's been really
Not
tough.
to be sexist, I hope we get a guy. We've had like 3 females in a row.
Well, the female last week was my choice.
The female last week was Karen Jarrett.
We had Alicia Fox. We had Eva Marie.
Yeah, Alicia Fox, Eva Marie before those. Here we go.
Oh shit!
Ah!
Shit.
Okay,
What is
I
this?
got my thing.
What is this mugshot?
That's definitely like 98 and
2000.
2020.
Between 1998 and 2018.
Yeah, for sure.
When the drugs,
2018.
When the drugs hit you hard.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
the same, just a white coat too.
Right? Just older and maybe a little fatter. All right. I mean, it's not that hard. When I was a kid, Goldberg was indestructible. He was awesome. He really helped the Monday Night Wars. When I was a kid, I really fell into the hype and I liked it. As an adult,
Oh, you were a Goldberg fan.
not a Goldberg fan, but like I liked what they were doing. I was like, oh man, he like him versus Austin would be like the greatest dream match. And then as I got older, I was like, God, don't ever do that to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I think I got two things I could say that's nice, because I respect him very much. So the first thing,
Good, get the heat
you
off
got,
me.
you got
Thank
really
you.
right.
Get the
The
heat
first
off me.
thing, something nice, is that his matches were never longer than 5 minutes. So he was in and out real quick, really nice, really good. And the second thing was he was the inspiration of one of my favorite wrestlers.
Damn it! No, that's mine.
Okay,
You,
fine.
you can't take mine. I'll have nothing. You got
You
your.
may have it.
Go ahead. You got his one.
That was legit the one in my head. I was like, I got nothing else.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Gilbert.
You almost got him real angry twice.
Gilbert. It's the only thing I can say nice. That Goldberg gave us Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Oh yeah,
was
there you go. That's okay.
hilarious.
You can have Gilbert back. I'll take that one too. I like the time he fell during his entrance at SummerSlam.
That's not a nice thing, though. You gotta say something nice.
That was hysterical. What do you
no,
mean?
No. That was hysterical for us because that was a bad thing that happened
yeah,
to him.
Yeah, it
Did
was,
he
The
get,
melting
like,
pack can say that we had to say something nice.
yeah, but I agree with that. Me,
No.
me and my friends laughed about that for like weeks. We legit would like be outside.
That
like,
was-
we would
That
do
was
it
really
and fall
funny.
over.
That was really funny.
Didn't he get like burnt by fireworks too?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He
We,
sucks.
well,
I said by something nice. I can move on.
that's fair. That's fair.
If you can't see something nice, you can't see
All right,
nothing at all.
producer,
So-
let's move on. Let's get him off the screen. It's triggering. Juice box.
Gilbert, though. Sorry I jumped on your Gilbert. But you had two.
I thought they were very nice.
White boy challenge.
White boy challenge. Yeah, we all lose.
All right. Now we get to our usual segment, but it's going to be very interesting this week. Where is Matt at? Because Matt's missed a lot of wrestling.
I ain't here.
And to be honest with you, since Matt only watches AEW, we don't like to spoil AEW too much. So we're not going to talk a lot about AEW recently. What's the last AEW you watched? I think you said
September 1st.
September
Rampage.
1st.
CM Punk got fired.
Ah! I did see that on ESPN.
Yeah, that you
Bullshit.
can spoil. That's fine.
I don't think they were wrong.
Wakanda forever. I'm not getting into this. Nope. I did this last week.
So I found out Judgment Day won the tag titles about 20 minutes ago, so that was fun. That's good to know.
It was essential knowing for ranking.
It was a 5-on-2, just so you know.
Oh, was it?
It was crazy. They had to literally pull out all the stops to get Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to lose, including one of the best spots I've seen in a while. Rhea Ripley speared Kevin Owens through the barricade. It was dope. It was awesome. I haven't seen something like that in a long
That's
time.
like what Paul Heyman does.
I think so. Square Spectrum Juicebox is very upset tonight.
I'm good tonight. Last week I was bad. Tonight I'm good. I'm just not going there again. That's all. It's for the good of me and for you. Hashtag support my.
We're trying to get to the Jets game tonight, so we can't let them go off.
We're not
too
going
much.
to the Jets game. We're gonna be super late if we're going.
Watch
But-
it. They don't know where we're shooting from, man.
Undisclosed location.
Thank you.
We're in Minnesota, thanks to Hulk Hogan buying us a property. Moving on.
I feel like I missed something there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was on the stream. There was a stream where
Parts unknown. Thank you, Melting Fan.
Parts unknown. There was a stream where I was playing AEW Fight Forever, and I had a friend of the show, Hulk Hogan, was on, and we were talking, and he professed his love to me, and offered me to move with him to Minnesota and buy me a house. So thank you.
I'm not looking at what Sparrow Spectrum's saying. Let's go on to where's Matt at?
We've been there.
I thought we've been there.
Oh, are we finishing?
No.
We've been
All right, well, we got to go. We didn't really
We're still
go
here.
into it. We just said what we weren't covering.
Continue.
All right. So the first thing I'll bring up I have here, if you guys do not know, and for any of you at home in TV streaming land don't know, today is the last day Jesus. Today is the last day that Vince McMahon is majority owner of the WWE. Tomorrow, the merger with Endeavor is going through. It will be finalized tomorrow. So expect a lot of potential changes coming in the next few days, next few weeks. I'm wondering if it's going to be just like corporate stuff or if they're going to do stuff with talent and what we see on TV. So,
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to affect everything, which is going to be crazy. Funny enough, I was going to bring that up on this day in history as a thing that's going to mark history, that this is the last day that like Vince McMahon WWE be in full control,
Well,
which
that's it.
is
Rest in piss.
crazy.
My bozo.
Rest in piss.
Yeah, to Vince. Hogan will take credit for all of this on Friday. He will. He will.
He
will.
probably made the deal, like he
Yeah.
was a middleman.
He also offered me a role in the new Rocky
Oh,
movie
stop
while you were
it.
away. So yeah, I'm going to be in the new Rocky movie.
So, what else happened in WWE is that we remember how we called that Jimmy Uso would cost Jay the title and he would lose. Like I made that
I
joke.
saw that.
Well, that actually
Yeah, I
happened.
saw that.
So then after that, Jay decided to quit WWE because he was so sick of
Because
everything that was happening.
He's not a main eventer.
Because he's not a main eventer. And then this past pay-per-view, Cody Rhodes pulled some strings and rehired Jay after about 2 weeks of quitting WWE, and now he's on Raw.
Jey
As
Uso's
main event
back.
Jey Uso.
Finally.
And he's back.
We
With
missed
a
him.
caveat, though, that they're trading someone from Raw to SmackDown.
We just don't know who yet.
Do you want to say who you suspect? I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to... Everyone assumes Cody. I think it's going to be Owens. I think they just lost the tag titles. I think
Specifically
they
is
said
what
it's going to
Chris
piss
said.
off some people or upset some people backstage. So what better person to piss off than Sammy, the one person in the locker room that's supporting Jay right now. So That's what I would do.
I think that's a really good call, and I didn't think about it until you said it. So I think it's going to be Kevin Owens also. Because that would make so much sense, because Sammy's the only one who hasn't turned back.
They're not just going to move like Akira Tozawa there, and that's it. You know
But going off that, Jay, your boy Dom, keeps offering Jey Uso a spot in the Judgment Day since he knows he needs a family. Since they both come from broken homes.
Very nice of him.
Dom's a great person. I don't understand why you hate on him so much.
Yeah. Well, the last thing I have I can bring up, it just happened recently. If you guys didn't see it, it actually happened at JFK Airport this past Saturday. Have either of you heard about this Matt Riddle story?
Yes, he just showed me. That's crazy. He's so stupid, bro.
He wouldn't take his shoes off.
So you think for all the wrestlers in the world, like why would Riddle have a problem taking his shoes off? You know?
Yeah, that got me. That was good.
If anything, they'd be like, "Well, please put him back on now." But
that really got me. That was a good one.
Yeah. So from what they're saying is he was being somebody called the police about an unruly passenger or unruly person.
Don't touch my flops, bro.
And they showed up, and then Matt Riddle said that the TSA agent was sexually harassing him, and
Probably thought he was a female.
Led to the sexual harassment claims. Everyone's, now they're investigating it, and because of that, they've taken Riddle off of Raw and the upcoming house shows. Now, listen, I don't know obviously exactly what went down, but based on the story and what I know, I really don't get why everyone's saying Riddle's career is over and he's an asshole and he's this and that. Listen, I'm just saying. I thought
someone reported that he might have been under the influence, and that's why.
If he was under the influence,
that's what I thought.
But the news report says that nothing was filed and everybody was able to go their separate ways and leave. So, if he was under some sort of influence, I feel like they would have done something there.
That's fair.
Written a report or something. So I don't know. I don't really get why everyone's jumping at Riddle. I get why, but I don't think it's justified. But I guess we'll see what happens in time. But yeah, so for now, no Riddle on Monday Night Raw,
which sucks because as much as I hate that they always do these makeshift tag teams and blah 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 blah, at least they're giving New Day and Vikings and everything something to do with the whole Riddle Drew thing, and now they're might have to put that on the back burner, which sucks.
Riddle's with Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Because Randy Orton never came back.
Yep.
They're calling them, what is it, McGriddle?
Oh no, it was first the
McGriddle.
Yeah, which isn't even funny because it's Drew McIntyre, not Drew McIntyre. So why are you calling
it? Maybe the Mac Riddle.
McGriddle. Yeah, it should be Mac Riddle. Either way, this is WWE stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's all I really have.
Yeah. WWE news. I think that's really it. Rey Mysterio is a U.S. champion.
I thought he got hurt. I thought his career was over.
No, Santos Escobar got hurt. And then Rey Mysterio won the U.S. championship. Gunther is now
that was a story that Rey got hurt. It wasn't a real.
No, he really got hurt, but it wasn't.
He really got hurt.
It was like a week.
Because
he was back the next week, literally.
Okay.
Gunther is now the longest reigning IC champion in history. He
Good
just
for
beat
Walter.
Honky Tonk.
Good for Walter.
It's Gunther.
Walter.
It's Gunther. All right.
We don't call him
but he had 2 good matches with Chad Gable, so that's what.
Kurt Angle light.
Yeah. I think that's it.
What is Otis up to?
He's just chilling with Chad.
And Dupree.
With the models?
Yeah. No.
The models are gone.
Models gone. Alpha Academy. Maxine Dupree is now with the Alpha Academy.
She's all like dressing like them and stuff like that. She's total baby face.
She graduated.
Okay.
From the Alpha Academy. In case you didn't.
Roman's still champ.
Roman's not been on TV for a while.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Any other titles, chance?
Oh, what's up with Seth and Shinsuke? Who won that?
Seth won. Rivalry is still going on.
Okay. I figured Seth would have won.
Yeah. I think clean, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Io cashed in her Money in the Bank.
I feel like I saw that.
Okay, just in case I wasn't sure. But now she's about to start a rivalry with Asuka. It looks like, which is going to be dope because those two are going to tear the house down.
Yeah, she cashed in at SummerSlam.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's it.
All right.
Cool. All right. And then going on to our last segment. I was originally going to do This Week in History because I wasn't sure how much history would be on today specifically. But today has a lot of wrestling history. Just a quick shout out to TJR Wrestling. That's where I found most of these main points on. So I just want to let them know thank you for having that site. It was really helpful and
Friend of the
allowed me
show.
to see it. So in 1995, we're going way back. This day in history was the first night of the head-to-head WCW versus WWE Monday Night Raw. The week before that was the Mall in America debut, and then the week after was the first night they both went head-to-head.
Someone brought up Mall in America.
Yeah, they said we were.
Yeah, live from Mall in
They said
America.
we were live.
That's why we're there.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Yeah.
So, this was the first night that the Monday Night Wars officially got started. So that's pretty dope. Back in 95.
What does that have to do with Rey Mysterio?
Good for them.
Rey Mysterio was in WCW.
There we go.
Done.
In 95?
All back to...
In 95. He's playing a Medico.
Maybe he was in ECW. No, 96.
Nah, he was in
Now I gotta look that up later.
Who cares about Ray?
I do. To all you Ray
Who cares about
lovers
Ray?
out there, I'm with you.
Oh, now you're with them.
I'm with you.
Now you're with them.
So the facts I did, depending on all three of us, some of them I have know nothing about, but I know Juicebox will, or I know Matt will enjoy. So that's where I picked the facts I picked. Next one, specifically for Juicebox. In 1997, 50 Years of Funk. Terry Funk held a pay-per-view, one of his many retirement matches, where he faced Bret the Hitman Hart. So that was back in 97, 50 Years of Funk. Put a card together. It was a pretty good card from what I read. Don't know if you know anything about it, but figured I'd put that out there.
No, it was before my time, but there's no way he retired in 97. So
No, that wasn't his
first.
first retirement match, and that wasn't his last
That's what I'm
retirement
saying.
I think that would be a great trivia question. Who had more retirement matches, Terry Funk or Ric Flair?
match.
Probably Terry.
Most likely Terry, because he was having his first one was back in I think it was 76 or something.
Flair's
like
not
that.
done. Terry Funk's done. We all know
Flair
that.
is done.
Flair ain't
Flair
done.
had his
He'll-
retirement. He
he'll
hasn't
come
wrestled
back.
since the last
Flair
one.
might
I don't
not
think he
be
physically
done.
can.
We know Terry Funk
I
is
don't
done.
think he physically can. All right,
Doesn't mean he won't.
jumping to the year 2000.
Flair will be back.
The first, we have two on this, one from WWF and one from WCW. The first one, WCW, just because we did this when you were gone, in your honor, we ranked weddings, wrestling weddings, and we ranked them all. Turns out
yours was number one.
Yours was number one.
What did we rank it? Did we give it an
Mine
8?
wasn't.
I think we gave it an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just an 8?
We gave it an 8. The priest brought it up.
The priest, yeah.
You guys are-
That was hilarious. Bro, he yelled at... anyway. Anyway, sorry, getting off topic. We'll talk about that later. So, on this date, Stacy Keibler and David Flair wedding, that's when that happened on 9/11/2000. That's one of the worst weddings. Stacy Keibler went to go marry Ric Flair's kid, got called off because she was pregnant at the time, and it turns out it was someone else's kid. They tried to say it was Flair's. It might have been Bischoff's, and then literally
What the
gone.
We'll read that later.
We'll read that later. That's not anything. Producer, is that like spam?
Yeah.
Producer,
I thought you were.
what is that?
I thought you were about to say when you were talking about that, one of the worst days in history, and because you were like September 11, 2000, one of the worst, and I was like, don't say it. Don't do it. I was like, don't do it, Danny. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Continue.
Next one, also in 2000, 2000, September 11, 2000. This was the night that Mick Foley started his investigation on who ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin. As we all know,
Wait, what?
this is when he started the investigation.
But he got ran over in November. Why did he wait until the next September?
I don't know.
He got run over. No, that might not be right. He got ran over at Survivor Series.
Let me
That
see
was
what
in
it says.
November. Why would he wait all the way until
Hold
the
on.
next September?
Let me see what it says.
Danny looked up Thanksgiving.
I'll go back to
There's-
it.
No, I'm just curious.
Does this go hand in hand with
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh.
WWE Commissioner began his investigation to who ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin the previous year at the Survivor Series.
That was a whole year long.
So probably what happened was because he got hurt, he was off TV, and then the following year when he returned, that's when the investigation started, so they could do the.
I guess you're right
thing.
because by December 2000, when they did the 6-man Hell in a Cell,
That's when
Rikishi was
he-
ready to
yep.
heal. Okay.
Yep.
Wow, I thought it was quicker.
See, this day in history, that's why we do it.
All right.
Even Juicebox doesn't know things.
Did this
It's
go
crazy.
hand in hand with the Who Shot Mr. Burns episode?
I'm
I'm just curious.
It might have.
All right. Next.
Hold on. What was
Next one. What's going on here?
Oh, I think there was a comment below I wanted to
Funk.
say.
Oh wait, hold on. The
No.
melting pat did write something. Funker. Sorry.
I blame S.A. Rios. It's always the quiet ones.
What did melting pat say? Funker
Yeah,
retired almost as many
what
times
he
as Big
said.
Show turned
No, that was.
heel and face. I didn't read that before.
I blame S.A. Rios. It's always the quiet ones.
That's so funny. All right. In 2010, the one you texted me about earlier, Ring of Honor, Glory by Honor number 9 was at the Manhattan Center. The main event was Roderick Strong versus Tyler Black, who we now know as
Seth Rollins.
Seth frickin' Rollins in the main event.
Seth Rollins.
Well, now Seth Rollins. Some other notable names that were on that card that we all know now: Christopher Daniels and Austin Aries, Colt Cabana, El Generico, which is Sami Zayn, Kevin Steen, Eddie Edwards, and Sean Daivari. So a bunch of names that still are around to this day.
So I was at that show.
Were you really?
Yep.
Oh, that's dope.
I was at that show.
This day in history.
And
Juicebox and party.
I remember Terry Funk was actually the referee for that match.
That's awesome.
And I hated Tyler Black. Hated him. He was basically the John Cena of Ring of Honor. They booked them like crazy. And like he was winning all the time. You knew he was going to get the belt. And they did it. And then they shoved him down your throat. Hated him.
That's
so Manhattan
hilarious.
was ripping him apart. And I remember like the weeks leading up to it on the Ring of Honor message boards, I was like, if Roger Strong wins, I'm buying everybody in the Manhattan Center cake. I was just like, if he wins, everyone gets cake on me. We're going to the diner afterwards. Roderick Strong won.
And Juicebox
Won the
ran.
title. I still owe about 2,000 people
A piece of cake.
in Manhattan cake.
And now they just found you.
And they
That's
just found me.
hilarious.
I'm here. I
That's so
exposed
funny.
myself. But yes, I was at that show. It was
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I was so
That's
hyped
so
when
dope.
Roderick won because I don't think anyone really saw it coming. But
That's
either
so
way,
dope.
so dope.
All right. Next one. In 2014, this is a personal favorite of mine. I don't know how historic it is for you guys. This was the NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way where Neville faced Sami Zayn, Tyler Breeze, and Tyson Kidd. And I just thought that was one of that's really got me hooked on NXT back in the day. I didn't watch it from the beginning. I watched it around that time. And that pay-per-view just got me like, oh man, NXT's like dope. I hope this is...
Rip my DMs. Yeah, everyone gets cake. I'll send you an NFT of cake. I promise.
So,
It's the same thing.
so that was a cool one, I thought.
Yeah, I wasn't watching NXT yet at that point. Like, I wasn't even watching the takeovers. I didn't get into it until Sasha and Bailey, so I never even probably saw that match, honestly.
Nice. And then you didn't.
What?
I didn't. And then the last day in history, well, second to last, this was in 2016 when they did another brand split, but this is the one that really established SmackDown with Becky Lynch when Becky Lynch won the SmackDown Women's Championship. This is the one where Heath Slater and Rhino won the Tag Team Championships, and where AJ Styles started the house that AJ built by beating Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, or WWE Heavyweight Championship.
Sorry if you said it. Was that the first SmackDown Live?
Yes.
That sounds like that's what that
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I did not say it, so thank you for
I remember that night. He's
yes.
got kids.
He's got kids, man.
Yeah, fuck
Thank
his-
God.
His kids are teenagers now. They'll live.
Yeah, now he's fine. Back then, though, he needed it. And the last fact is that today is Mr. Paul Heyman's birthday. So today is the day that we were graced with the Tribal Chiefs advisor. What's he called? Not advisor.
Call Paul Heyman.
Imagine he just got Paul Heyman on the phone.
My name.
When Roman was here.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
I know
Yeah,
that.
you should
I
have.
know
You should have.
I have his number.
And then, like I said, I was going to say that tonight is going to be a day in history where it's going to be the last night that Vince McMahon and WWE have full control over Raw or really any show anymore. Because now that they're doing the partnership, I think we're going to see some big changes, hopefully for the better.
He still owns.
He's still going to be in
WWE.
control and creative, but
Well, he only has
they're
a
going to have a
16
say,
He only has a 16% say now versus majority that he
which
has.
is great.
So, good. Fuck him.
It's going to change some stuff.
Careful
So, yeah.
what you wish for. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Listen, I know grass is always greener.
I mean,
like, listen?
is it
man,
gonna get worse?
At
I
this
mean,
point,
could,
I'm not
yeah.
like hooked on WWE where I'm like, oh no. Like if stuff gets worse, it's easy for me to cut that out. I don't know.
Hopefully they bring back the anonymous.
I don't want it to get worse. I want it to get better because I
Hopefully
do
they bring
like
back what?
The
anonymous
GM.
GM.
Jesus Christ.
Hornswoggle!
No.
But yeah, no, thank you for joining us tonight, guys. I hope everyone had a good time. I hope no one was too upset with the quick audible. I think the factions and this day in history is real awesome. Next week, hopefully we'll be able to do the Kane tournament. Hopefully we'll get our fan back on next week so we can do the Kane tournament.
Kane's gonna win.
And we should still...
Spoiler alert. You don't know.
And we should be back still in full force next week. So hopefully you join us, same time, maybe same place. I don't know where we're at, so we'll find out.
Yeah, appreciate y'all being here, and maybe I get to do the intro next time.